First of all, who am I? Because this is a good question to ask. It's a very deep one though, but I'll just go superficially saying that I am Sunil Kumar and I am a kind of a power platform enthusiast. I do not keep myself stuck on any one of the product within Microsoft. I give my hands on, I give a try to all the different products which are available on Microsoft and other than this bucket as well. As of today, we are going to talk about AI prompts specifically. This is the recently new feature introduced by Microsoft in December 2023. And it is generally available throughout different regions. As of today, if I speak, earlier it was just for the 4 different regions. We will see as well how many different regions it is actually live in, generally available today, and we can go ahead and leverage these. Now, talking about AI prompts, AI, as we all know, artificial intelligence and prompts is actually one of the core uh, component. It's a combination of instructions plus context. Okay, I'll take over to the next slide and then we'll talk about this. Just a moment. Okay. So first of all, this AI prompts is part of AI Hub within Microsoft. AI Hub contains AI Builder as well as AI prompt. There are other components to it, which is document intelligence. Today, we are specifically talking about AI prompts. So what are AI prompts? A prompt generally is a kind of a text uh, which is a combination of instructions plus context. Now, why do we need it? It is for AI capabilities to leverage those to the best. We always need to give a proper instruction plus a background or plus a context within our query itself so that AI can understand and can give us the desired result which we are looking for. Now, it might not give you the desired result at one go itself. You might need to go ahead and rephrase or create your instruction, your prompt to suit what result you are expecting from the AI, right? As of today, there are some of the pre-built models which are already shared by Microsoft to us, such as classification of text, right? If you go ahead and type in any of the text, it can give you the classification it belongs to. For example, which category does this blog belong to, right? It could be technology, it could be lifestyle, it could be education, it could be any other as well. These categories also should be provided by the the user who wants to categorize the text within, right? Then we have sentiment analysis. Sentiment is basically generally in positive, negative, or neutral. I'll give you an example. Let's say I am not happy today. In general, the sentiment of this is negative, right? Then the other one is rewriting the content. This is kind of in a way which you give a prompt, where you give a prompt, you give a text to it, and then you request the AI. Yeah, definitely. We always request. We don't order AI. So we request the AI to give us a rewritten content of it, rewritten uh, content, and it can actually help you with making it in a better way. It could be grammar, it could be spell checks, it could even elaborate it. It could add its own some of the links as well to it, right? To give it a better kind of a vibe, I would say. Right? Then summarizing the information. There is a lot of information available on the internet. We can always take out some of the chunk of the information and we can request AI to go ahead, please summarize it for us, whether it should be in bullets, whether it should be in a tabular format, right? As much as we are giving the proper instructions to the prompt, it will give us the result in that particular way. Extracting the certain information from a certain text. For example, there are a whole lot of different categories, different texts are there. I just want to pull up some of the names which are there in this particular text, right? So I can extract only names out of those. I can extract only cities out of those. I can extract only countries out of those, right? So this particular model can help you extract a particular information. Now, what is this information? we always need to tell the AI. Drafting a response. So basically, this is kind of an AI reply. If you are about to ask something and you are thinking, if someone has asked you a question and you think like, should I go ahead with this reply, what I have written? If not, then you can always give this question to AI. It can give you a better answer to it. It could be better, it could be not. It's up to you to decide whether you want to use the response which is shared by AI for your purpose or not. Right? So now we'll move to the next one. Next one. What is prompt engineering? Now, we just talked about what is prompt. Prompt is a combination of instruction plus context. Now, there is a whole big topic about what is prompt engineering, right? Prompt engineering is just like, as we say, Googling is an art, right? We should know how to Google what, right? If we need us, if we want to get some expected result, it is up to us how we Google it. In the similar way, what is prompt engineering? Prompt engineering is art of crafting effective prompts to guide AI to give us a proper or expected result out of that. Right? I always say about it, and I will keep emphasizing that instructions and context are the major part of it. We always have to uh, focus on it. Instruction, what do you need? Context, if like what is the background of what you need about? That's about it. Now, once the prompt is created, we can leverage that prompt within Power Apps. You leverage those within Power Automate. We can leverage those within Copilot Studio as well. Today, as of today, we are going to see how we can leverage those in Power Apps and how we can leverage those in Power Automates. Copilot, that's a story for another day. Okay. Now, basically, this prompt runs on GPT 3.5 turbo model, which is being used on Azure OpenAI services as well. Right? There are a couple of pointers which we want to always know about it. That whatever you prompt, whatever you add there, or the data which is generated out of that prompt is not available to any other customer, is not even available to OpenAI. Right? It does not help OpenAI models to improve anything from on their side, right? It does not even help Microsoft or any third-party products or services to improve based on this data. Now, a couple of things we need to keep in mind when we talk about AI prompts, right? AI prompts consume AI credits. What are AI credits? AI credits are the currency on which the AI prompt runs. It's not only the AI prompts, it could be AI builder, it could be the document intelligence, all the AI hub, I would say. The AI hub within Microsoft is running on AI credits. How do you gain those AI credits? Those AI credits are allocated based on different licensing, as well as we can purchase it explicitly as well. Okay. Now, these prompts are shareable. Okay. When we say these prompts are shareable within a particular environment, obviously, it means that if I am the owner of any prompt which I have created, I can share it with my other team members. However, the other team members would not be able to edit as well as delete those prompts. Okay. AI prompts are solution aware as well. What does this mean? It means that if you are within the ALM application lifecycle management, you can always move from one environment to another environment. These prompts will follow that, right? You do not have to explicitly move from one environment to another end. Now, then your data is yours. This is very key point of it. Your data is always yours. Neither Microsoft nor OpenAI is using your data or the results coming out of your prompts for any of the modifications in their product. Please feel free to let me know if I'm going too fast or too slow. I'll keep up the good pace for everyone to be on the same page. Now, there are a couple of do's which we have to always kind of align with, right? Be clear and specific. This is in general, it is a kind of a statement which we can say, and be clear and specific. It could be either any normal conversations or a conversation with AI. Right? As much as we are clear and as much as we give the context, the output will be relevant to us. Human oversight. Human oversight is always required to understand whether the output is according to what we need or not. We might have to go ahead and rephrase, regenerate, recheck, right? We have to re-engineer our prompts again with giving a proper instruction and a context based on the output which is generated. If it is not correct, we have to go back to that cycle again and do all the things and to get the proper output. Give examples. It's good that you can always give example. If I'm looking for this in this similar way. Okay? Define output format. You can always define an output format, whether you want it in a table format, whether you want it in a bullet format, whether you want it in a sequencing format, right? You can always put that. It will obey and give you and will try to give you the result in that format. Test and iterate. This is like a testing is very necessary for any. It is not just for the AI prompts, for any of the solutioning, any of the development you are doing, whether it is unit testing or it is user acceptance testing. It is like necessary step. Check for accuracy. It's again the same thing. Human oversight. You need to check for the accuracy. Right? Transparency is there. Then we have to adhere to the terms. That's like, it shouldn't be explicitly mentioned, but though it is, we need to talk about it. Microsoft generative AI have some of the terms and conditions, right? Those terms could be like, let's not talk about any violence thing. Let's not talk about or ask AI to give us anything which is not socially relevant, right? And then incorporate feedbacks. You can always give feedback. It will keep on taking your feedback and try and improve the result. Right? Be aware of the LLM drift. Now, large language model, what happens is we give a prompt. It might work for some time for us. Now, as we go ahead and get the data, our output quality might get degraded, right? So we also go ahead and update our prompts again. Now, couple of don'ts. Don't be vague. Okay. We want the result to be relevant to us. We want the result to be whatever we need in that way. So let's be very clear and precise on what we want. We can always correct our precision as we go along and testing the same prompt, right? Yes, requesting inappropriate and unethical content, try not to do it. It's not suggested, it's not recommended, and it's against the Microsoft terms as well. Right? Try not to use the slangs and jargons, informal language. First thing, AI won't understand it. It might understand it, but it will try and give the response in the same format, right? In an unprofessional response. It won't help you. You won't be able to use it. You won't be able to leverage it anywhere else. So let's not do that. Right? Can give conflicting instructions. This is just confusing AI, right? Overcomplicating the prompts. Try to keep as much as clear and precise. That's the whole message of do's and don'ts we have. Don't assume that AI would know something already. It knows a lot of stuff, right? There is a big data backend database which is there on which it is running, but we still need to point it out. For example, I can talk about delegation, right? If I say, give me some information about delegation. Now, this delegation is not only relevant to Power Apps or Power Platform. Delegation in itself is a process. And in any of the office work, we use delegation as a normal process also. So if we need something specific related to Power Platform, let's try and tell the AI that in our prompt that I want something specific information on delegation related to Power Platform or Power Apps. You'll see the difference of the output as well. Now, the most important part is where it is available, right? It is available throughout almost all the regions which we have. The only thing is in Australia and India And in UK and US, you do not have to enable the data movement. But for any other region, if you are trying this AI prompts, the data might go into any other region and then come back to your region. That's the only catch here. Now let's go to AI Builder Hub. Okay. We'll see how it looks. I'll also show you how we can reach to that. You can use make.powerapps.com, make.powerautomate.com, right? And Copilot as well. From anywhere you can reach to here. Now I'll click on more. Go on discover all. And where is it? AI within AI, you will see AI models and AI prompts. So if I click on AI prompts, I will be landing in the AI prompt screen. I'll quickly go ahead and click on all prompts, right? So you can see there are 6 of these prompts which are already created. These are system generated. OK. And what are these prompts? AI summarize, AI sentiment, AI reply, AI extract, AI classify, the one which we talked about earlier, right? And then there is another one which has a custom prompt which I have created. I'll show you how this works as well and how do we use this. OK, now another thing, I'll quickly go back to the Power Apps and move to the next page. Now, as we know that AI prompts can be utilized or leveraged within Power Apps as well and within Power Automate as well, right? So right now, what we are doing, I have leveraged these AI prompts within Power Apps using Power FX functions. Okay, so I'm just gonna this is the input text. These are the functions. These are the pre-built models. The last one is the grammar check, which is not enabled right now. I have already created it. I'll go to that as well and we'll connect it on the demo. And then we will see how the result comes in. I hope it comes good. OK, now in the second part, we have the result tab. OK, I'll just go ahead and paste some of the text here. Input text. I have some text already with me. OK. Second. OK, I need to know the sentiment, right? OK, I'll just put in 3 words. My heart aches, right? This has nothing to do with Valentine's, which was yesterday, but I'll just go ahead and click on AI sentiment here, and it understands. AI understands that there is something wrong going on. The intent is the sentiment is negative of this. Now, I'll just go ahead and use another text here. I love red flowers. It understands the intent is positive. Now, where do we can use what is the use of this? Like, can give us positive, negative, neutral, right? What is the use of it? I'll give you one such use case of it. Any of the ticketing tool, right? User writes a lot of description, right? Whether what are they facing, right? So overall, we can run this model on that description to understand whether the overall sentiment of that description of what user has mentioned, whether it is positive, negative, or neutral. Based on that, we can always set the next action, or next action could be severity. Sorry. OK, I'll just continue. So overall, what we can do is with that description, what user has sent, we can sense the sentiment, and we can always loop in multiple other teams based on the severity of it. Right now, I'll just go ahead and take another example. So it says it's a neutral, and we also know that this is a kind of a neutral sentence. There is no sentiment to it. Right now, we'll quickly check how the AI reply works. Right, I'll just give a quick prompt. Hi, are you an AI? OK, let's see. Hello, yes, I am an AI created by Microsoft. How can I assist you today? So it has that capability to understand what is the question, and it can give you a proper response to it. You can give a bit of more instructions, a bit of more context, keeping in line that you are not going vague or ambiguous or confusing. So it will AI prompt will try to give you a proper output to it. Now let's check to the classify one. So in the backend for this AI classify, I have three categories created. One is software, one is hardware, and one more is there. I do not recall that right now, but our examples would be able to work towards it. My laptop is not working. So if I click on classify, it will try and classify which particular classification does it belong to, right? So it understands that this possibly is a hardware issue, right? On the other hand, if I go ahead and try this prompt, I'm facing issue in my Adobe Premiere. Okay, so it knows that this is something related to software, right? You see how cool is this? Yeah. Hello, Jack. Can you help me with the chores? Okay. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to use the other prompt, which is AI extract. Now, as of now, my definition of AI extract is to only extract the names from the input text. If I click on AI extract, I'll see that it gives me a JSON, right? The value name is the key, and these are the key value pairs, which is it giving. Okay, now the other one is I have a big text here. What do I want to do with that? I want the AI to help me and summarize it. Okay. Okay, it has done the great work of summarizing it. Okay, and now I will go ahead and use the same prompts in the Power Automate way. How did we do it? I'll come to that. For now, how did I do it? In a high level, I will tell you that anytime I'm clicking on it, I am running an instant flow. Okay, I'm passing all the input text and it is giving me a response to it, and that response is being saved in the result. Okay, I'll go with the summarize first. I have the text already copied in my pad, so I have this. This is the same result which is getting, right? And I'll try something different. Okay, now I'm not okay today. Okay, I click on sentiment. Okay, so it gives me that the intent is negative of this. Okay, now I'm not okay. What should I do? I'm trying to ask this. I'm sorry to hear that you're not feeling okay. It is important to pet. You see how the response is coming in, right? Now I'll just say, I'm not okay today. My Canva is not working. Okay. It understands that something they talked about Canva, it is a software, right? And Jack is not helpful at all. Okay. I'm just running AI. So it understands and it gives me the name out of that. Okay. Then summarize we have already seen, right? Now, this is how the demo is being done using Power Apps, Power FX functions, and using actions within Power Automate. Let's see that in action, how it is there. Okay. For that, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna open the app in edit mode. Just a moment. So okay, so this is my solution. Okay, AI prompt solution, and this is my app. I'll just quickly click on it so that I open it in edit mode and I can show you the background, how the backend things, how it is working. However, after this, we have another topic, which is creating the custom prompt and how do we leverage those within Power Apps and Power Automate. Okay, now let it open. I'll quickly go back to the prompt, AI prompt screen, and I'll show you. This is the particular prompt which I have created. Okay, I'll click on it. Okay, so what I have written is check grammar, spellings and correct it. So this is my prompt name basically, right? What I'm trying to do here, please check and correct the grammar and spellings of, this is the input text AI prompt. Okay, this is a dynamic value which I have created from here. Okay, now what I need to do is, as soon as I create any prompt, this could be as elaborative, as much instructions you can give, as much context you can give. Okay. Now, once I have this, what I need to do is I need to test this prompt. Okay. For this, testing is very much required to understand whether the output is proper to our relevance or not. Right. So what I'm going to do, I'll just say, uh, I'm keeping the spellings wrong. Okay. Please don't consider me that I'm not good at English. Okay. What is the now? Okay. So if I click on it, sure, I can help you with that. The correct grammar and spelling of this prompt should be, what is the time now? You see, what it does is what I have instructed it to do. Right. So what I do now is I just save the prompt. Okay. I've already saved it. Now, how do I utilize or leverage it? Right. In my application. What I do is still opening. Okay. I'll just go to my Power App screen. Okay. And first of all, I need to add that. Okay. Add data. Need to know the name. Check grammar. Check grammar and spelling and correct it. So this is the same model which I have created is appearing here. Okay. I'll just quickly select that, add it to my data here. Okay. Now what I need to do is I just click on it. Now I'll quickly show you other things also. Okay. Before that, I'll show you how I am running the sentiment. Okay. So what I'm trying to do here is this is the text which we need to focus on. So I'm setting a var result. Okay, I'm setting a var result. This result is the default of the result. Okay, and I am putting the input text. This input text comes from the input text. And finally, I'm returning the text to the var result. And this is the var result which is being showcased here. Now, what I will do, I'll just copy paste this, go to the grammar check. Okay, I do have it already, I think. Okay. So what I need to do, I just need to replace the model which I have used here. Okay, so check grammar and predict. What do I need to get the text? I need to get the result out of this, right? So this is how you get this done. Now let's test it, right? I'll just search. I'll do this. How are how are you? Let's see. So you see that this prompt is also utilized here and gives you the correct spelling from this of this is should be this one. Right now, we'll quickly go to the Power Automate one and test the same thing. For this, there is a bit of background work which we need to do. Now, what is happening in this case is, for now, if I show you for AI sentiment, I'm running a Power Automate. Okay, this is my Power Automate AI prompt Power Automate dot run, and this is the kind of I would say this is the button I am selecting here. This is the model I am selecting. There are two parameters which I am sending. First of all, what is the model I'm using, and second is what is the input text, so that it can give me the output text out of it. Now I'll quickly show you the Power Automate which is there in the backend. So this is the Power Automate, AI prompts Power Automate. If I click on edit, I've just kept it like a bit of linear way where I have used the the button which is getting clicked or the model which I'm using, comma, the input text. Based on that, I am using the switch case, and using those switch case, I can run specific model, can get back the result into one variable and then pass that variable. So in that case, I do not have to make changes anywhere else. It's just that I go to switch, add another case. You can see different cases are already created. So if I go ahead and click on case 5, this is specifically for, go back to my grammar check. Checkpoint. Grammar check. This is my case, and in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the model which I have created. So this is create text using GPT using prompt. This is the one, and in this I would be able to use my new custom prompt which I have created. So it automatically pops up here, right? And now as a input text, what is the input text? I can give the input text from the parameter which I'm passing, and then I will go ahead and set the variable. Let me quickly check here what I've done. Set the variable. Yeah. Set variable. And what I'm setting the variable, which variable I'm setting, the final result, and what am I setting it to? This is the 6 one, prompt 6, and then the text, the generated text is my output. Now what happens? What happens? This text, as soon as this is generated, it gets. Why is it not closing? So this gets passed on as an output text to the Power Automate. Now I'll just quickly go ahead and save this. Okay, pardon me, I'm still using the classic designer. This is saving. As soon as this gets saved, we'll go back to our Power Apps. Okay, so this is saved. I'll not go ahead and close this for now. Okay, I'll just go ahead and change my prompt or the button text which I'm using. Grammar check. So ideally, this particular Power Automate would run this particular kind of a switch case. I'll quickly run this. I'll use something else. English is not good. Grammar check. The user mentioned that their English is not good. Right. So you see this. This is how the new custom prompt which we have created is working. Okay, I think we are end of me talking a lot now. It's almost 40 minutes. I'll quickly open this forum for any of the queries we have. Okay, I'll go back to the screen. Okay, feel free to ask me anything related to this or anything else. There are some other topics which I am in discussion with Sarah that we'll be talking in near future. And licensing is one of those.
There'll be plenty of questions around licensing. In fact, Rosie and I were talking about it. I think she joined. I'm not sure if she's still on here. any help with Azure licensing, I think she would take.
Okay.
There's a question in the Q&A, Sunil, from Charlie Phipps. He's dropped off, but he's asked me to let him know the answer to his question.
Let me also open the Q&A just a moment. Okay, it is taking a lot of time. The grammar check can also elaborate the sentence. Power apps are doing good in the today's current. Yeah, we can always give a proper instruction to the prompt, right? The instruction and the context are the key part of the prompt. So it's up to you how you want to use it. How do you customize language? It checks on. So right now it is running on English, but there are different it can also understand. So there is a specific prompt a pre-built prompt as well, which is for, I would say this comes on the AI builder, not as a prompt, but there is a feature which can be used to understand the language as well. Based on the understanding of that language, we can always respond back to in the same way. Okay, I was seeing a raised hand.
Hi, Sunil.
Hello.
Yeah, thanks for
Hello, Nathan.
conducting. Yeah, hi. Do you hear me, right?
Sorry?
You hear me, right?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. Thanks for conducting such a nice, AI-based session. I really like this, and I learn a lot from this. But I have a very
Thank
basic
you.
question that could be probably out of scope. But I'll quickly ask, uh,
Sure.
why you chose Brave browser to use the Microsoft product? Because
Okay.
yeah, because Power App or any product which runs very well on the Edge browser and the
Mhm,
Chrome browser.
mhm.
So why you choose Brave browser?
Okay.
Any specific reason?
No, there's no specific reason. The only thing is, uh, this I am seeing in recent new browsers also, but earlier I started using Brave, this particular browser a long time ago. At that point in time, this was the only one which was giving me a feasibility that even if I go ahead and close the whole browser uh, mistakenly, as soon as I
Mhm.
open it, all the tabs are as it is for me. So
Okay, so
now,
you
now, now I see that we can get the restore option. We do get restore
in the
option
Chrome
in
and
all of the other browsers as well.
mm,
Yes.
yes.
So
Okay,
that
so there
was the
is no
only
specific
reason for
reason.
me. Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, thank you. I was just curious about this. Thanks.
No worries.
Thanks, Sunil.
Okay. I see another hand raised. Please go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, Sunil. This is Suren. So I have basic question on the related to licensing as I'm
Yes.
managing these like Power Platform administrator side.
Mm-hmm.
So it's unclear even we discussed with Microsoft, but the licensing Power Automate especially. So
Mm-hmm.
basically the AI credits. So how it consume from the Power Automate pool, like because
Mm-hmm.
we have few premium Power Automate premium license, Power Apps premium license, and
Mm-hmm.
along with that we have some T1 licensing, right? Those like the
Yeah.
AI credit add-on. So how
Right.
they like consume and how we can allocate those, like it's
Okay.
not clear.
So what happens is all of the AI builder models, AI hub models runs under a single currency, which is called as AI credits. Okay. Now, corresponding to each license, what we get for a tenant, get for an organization, there is a there are certain credits which are allocated automatically. However, we can always go ahead and purchase these credits explicitly. Now, talking about AI credits, there are different ways how it gets consumed, right? So I'll just give you one
Mm-hmm.
example. Okay, with one AI credit, okay, there is about 375,000 words. This is kind of a vague number which I have read on the Microsoft portal, that these many words it can generate as a prompt, as an output of the prompt. Okay. So I understand this AI credits is something new out of the blue coming in, but as we go ahead and start exploring the AI Builder, AI Hub, we will actually be able to track down that our particular one activity, how many AI credits are being consumed. The reason behind Microsoft going very general in this way is because the prompt itself can be very simple to very complex, right? And then how many credits will be consumed cannot be decided or cannot be said in upfront in a general way.
Yeah,
So
that
that's the
is
reason.
the question.
That's
Like
the reason
because
behind it. Yeah.
so this is what I answer. I got like from Microsoft as well. Like you can allocate
Okay.
a specific environment where you can control, because we are getting sometime error like AI credit is like it's all AI credit is consumed now. So, but
Correct. You can
we
always
haven't.
request for
Yeah.
extension. You can always request for extension as well. So there is some free extension provided by Microsoft so that your current prompts, your current models are not stopped. However, in parallel, you can go ahead and always purchase some more. Now, as you so there are, like as I mentioned, right, with the licenses which are already there, or you go ahead and purchase. It could be Power Apps Premium, it could be Microsoft Power Automate licenses. You always get some of the credits along with those.
Yeah, I know that
Yeah,
5,000 something per license. That so that the
exactly. It is
calculation.
different for Power App. It is
Yeah.
different for Power Apps Premium. It is different for Power Automate. It is different for other licenses.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Any other question? Hey, Jonathan, how are you?
I'm all right, thank you. Sorry I was late.
No worries. We always have this recorded, and Sarah will be sharing it on YouTube very soon. Tomorrow, maybe.
Really late, John. Really late.
Sorry. Solution woes. I did have an excuse.
Sunil, there's some questions. I think James has his hand up and has put a question in the Q&A
Yes,
for you.
please. Let's go together mode. Please go ahead, James. Jamie, yeah.
Hi, can you hear me? Just a question from me regarding the grammar check capabilities within the AI builder. So with this grammar check, obviously you were pointing in prompts such as like English is my first language. Could this be also applied to other languages?
It can be
within
it
an
can be.
organization, because I'm currently working with a large retailer who's based in different companies, and they've been asking questions regarding this. Just curious. So would they need to change like the language on a 10 by 10 basis, or would the AI build automatically detect it?
Okay. To answer you, yes, this could be different languages as well.
Yeah.
We already have some of the pre-built models available within AI Hub, AI Builder, which can detect which language the user has input, and based on that, the response can be prepared using any of the AI prompt models.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's good. Thanks. That it's looking really good, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay. Any other question? Feel free.
Sunil, in the Q&A, there's one, I think, unanswered for James Emmett.
1 second. Let me open the Q&A. Sorry for this.
It's all right. I can read it out if you.
Yes. Okay. Jonathan has a question for me. Okay, let me see if there what all other questions are there. And hi Sunil, thanks for the session. My question is, can we use Power Apps for automation of daily tasks? We can. There's no doubt in that, but it depends on what sort of automation you are looking at. If those automations can be done using Power Automate, please go ahead and use Power Automate first. And then on top of it, if you need some interactions to be done from the user side, Power Apps is the best way to go ahead. And then the next one is from Jonathan, 500 builder credits per Power Apps. Okay, this is kind of a tip which is being provided. Thank you so much, Jonathan, for that. Thank you. In the first instance, James has a query, I think. Yes. Thank you. In the first instance of 40 informative minutes so far. Thank you so much. Concentration is on the highlights and benefits. Where are we on the limitations of AI in your views? And does it affect any implementation? Obviously, I won't say AI is like ready for all the use cases as of today. We do know that it has just got the kind of race has just gotten started now, right? There are a lot more things coming in from Microsoft side as well. You see Copilot, how it is helping us. I'm not talking about Copilot Studio, but the Copilot which is being built on top of Copilot, like using Copilot Studio and the M365 chats, which is again now renamed to Copilot. So we see that how much it is helping us in our daily activities. I'm not sure if everyone is using it as of now, but I would strongly recommend to please go ahead and use those. This is for our users purpose only. You don't have to like write down the whole email by yourself, right? So these are like quick tips which can be used. If I am actually planning another kind of this session on how Copilot is helping us, at least me as of today, so that I can share that with you and you can all start using it in some or the other way. I hope that answers your question.
It does very thoroughly. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much. Okay, I think the questions are up and I have answered all. Thank you.
There's one more from Henry now in the Q&A there, Sunil.
Okay, somehow I don't see that. Why? Let me reopen it. Okay, I see that. Does the extraction model primarily extract key phrases or entities from the input text? See, it depends again, right? It boils down to the same thing, the instructions and the context, right? How much clear you can provide the instruction, you can get better result out of that. I won't say it's 100% there, okay? But as we are moving forward, you will see a lot of changes. You will even see a lot of pre-built AI prompt models created for Microsoft as well. It gives you a JSON basically. It gives you a JSON output and we can always have multiple key value pair in that JSON and we can leverage it accordingly. Okay.
Awesome, thank you. Adam's got his hand up there.
Please go ahead, Adam.
Hi guys, can you hear me okay? Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Great. It was just about the particular syntax on the Power App for having for calling the AI prompts. If you could just show that again and just explain what the various elements are.
Sure, definitely. I can quickly show you. So I'll quickly show you from the Power Apps way first and then from the Power Automate way. Okay. So bear with me. So first of all is the model which I'm going to use, right? So I have taken that model in for AI sentiment. This is the pre-built model which I'm using. Okay, and I'll just add one another interesting tip after this on how I'm able to use these, though these are premium ones. You can see the diamond there. So it's a premium feature. How I'm able to use it, I'll let you know after that. So right now, ignore this one. OK, this is just from the designing perspective. Now we talk about this particular one. Let me zoom in a bit more. Okay, where is it? I hope this is clearly visible now. So what is happening here is You can always ignore these things. Okay, update context. This actually what I'm doing is I'm just saving the output of this particular prompt and the text in the var result. This var result is nothing but a default text of my my result label. That's pretty much it. So it's as simple, as straightforward as it could be. This is the sentiment. This is the particular model which I'm using. This is the particular one property of predicting it. And then I'm giving it, this is a parameter which I'm passing in the text from my text input. And what I'm expecting is once this runs, right, I want the text property of this saved in my var result. And this var result is to be is a default property of my result label. Let's quickly see how I am doing it in Power Automate. So in Power Automate, if I go ahead and again, this is all the fluff. Let's not focus on that. This is the bread which we need to focus on. What I'm doing here is I'm running the Power Automate. Right? I'm running the Power Automate with two parameters. Just the two parameters. First parameter is to let the Power Automate know that this is the particular field, this is the particular AI model which I'm running on. This could be anything. This is just my way of letting the Power Automate know that I'm using grammar check. Okay, how it is being useful, I'll show you. Now this is the main crux. This is the text input which is I'm passing it. Now, if I go back to my Power Automate, what my Power Automate does is it accepts only two parameters. Okay, one is the button clicked, one and another is the input text. So why I'm using button click? I'm a bit lazy. I don't want to go ahead and create different Power Automates for my different purpose. What I'm doing is I'm using a switch case. Switch case is on what? Switch case is on the button clicked. So with this, I would know that which button is clicked. Right. So what I'm doing. So in this case, in particular, this run, I have used the grammar check. So grammar check is clicked. Now it understand, OK, this is the grammar check, and now it will automatically go to this switch case. In this switch case, I am using this particular action where I have selected the prompt. This is the same prompt which I created. OK, always keep in mind, whatever you create, you always have to be in the same environment. If you are creating prompt in another environment and you're creating Power Automate in another environment, obviously it will not be able to understand. It will not be able to find that. Right. So as an input text, I have provided the input text. This is how I'm using the two parameters which are sent. Now, on the other hand, one another laziness which I have done is I have created a final result, a variable with the name final result. OK, every time whenever any of the prompt, any of the case runs, I am saving the result in this final result. OK, what I do with this final result, I respond back to Power Apps with this final result. And this is the output text property which I am using here to capture the data and finally capturing that in var result. This is the local variable which I have created. I hope this gives you a better clarity now.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And there's another one from John there. If you scroll to the top, Sunil.
Yes. Somehow it's not updated for me, but let me reopen it.
John, you could come off mute.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Hi, Sunil. How you doing?
Yes, I'm good. Thank you so much. Please.
Yeah, so I was just, I really like the simplicity of the flow with that switch statement. That's really good. I'm just wondering, how do you you said that you created a prompt, and sorry if I missed that earlier on, but how do how do you transfer that prompt? I imagine it's a record, or it's a record of data of some kind. How do you transfer that from environment to environment? Say you were productionizing this.
I'll go back to this. I'll quickly show you one property of the prompt. Okay, just a moment. Okay, so if you see this one, prompts are a prompt support ALM. So this is solution aware always. Okay, so in the similar way, how we move the solution from one environment to another environment, it could be Power Apps, it could be Power Platform pipelines, it could be manual deployment from one another, it could be Azure DevOps.
Okay, so maybe my question is wrong then. The question is, where are the prompts stored? And sorry if I missed that.
Okay, so prompts, generally everything is stored in Dataverse. Everything.
And that's your own table that you've built there, or you?
No, I did not build it. Everything is handled from the Microsoft side. I did not have to do anything.
Could you show us? Could you show me? Could you show me where that is?
What I did is I just went ahead and leveraged some of the already created prompts. On top of it, I created one of my custom one. That's pretty much it. What I have done. Nothing else. Now, if you want to know where are all these saved, yes, definitely everything is in Dataverse here.
And you would just add AI prompts like you would add a component to a solution?
Yes.
Right. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Out.
Awesome. That's perfect timing as well, I think.
Okay.
So well done.
Thank you.
Well done. The demo was spot on. No issues.
Demo God is with me today.
That could be the first time on a VRT. So we've had no issues. So congratulations and thank you very much. That was brilliant. Thanks for everyone joining too. This has been recorded and it'll be available to download on YouTube tomorrow, and it'll be on our website as well. So feel free to share that with any colleagues.
Definitely. And the solution which I have created, I will be uploading this to GitHub as well. So any of you can go ahead and download this solution. The only thing is that you have to create your own prompts. The prompts, the one which are already built, are there, readily usable. The flow which you would need to create. I'll add that flow as well anyways in the solution. It's already there. The custom prompt which I created, that would be required for you to create it at your end with the similar name, I would say. But yeah, that's how it is.
Awesome. Thanks again, everybody. Special thanks, Sunil. And
thank you. Thank you so much.
Stay in touch. Okay. Have a great evening, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great evening, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.